dope on the road glide. Let's go.
Oh. What a block fam, welcome to today's episode where we are riding a brand new Harley-Davidson 135 crate engine in a new 2024 Harley-Davidson Road Glide. So this is their new iteration of the 135, which is liquid cooled. You can see here we got a nice little reservoir and then some liquid cooling lines going through here to the heads. Apparently they say, I forget what the average was, I want to say like 40 degrees, which is significant. More displacement, more power, more heat, and more cooling means we can throw even more power at it. So that's what we're planning on doing. If you guys aren't aware of this build, we are basically doing a build off on this one against Kruesi Originals here at Blockhead Moto, here at Blockhead Garage. We build all sorts of stuff. We've got in the background, twin cam over there even. This one, which we're slowly cranking on. This is also a 135, but this is on a 2023, and we're calling this one the M8 Abrams, and we're supercharging it. So got Pro Charger on the side there. We've also got Goldzilla here. That's a 131 that we've gotten to like 160 horse, 160 torque, basically following the same formula that we did with Goldzilla on the new 135. Now this bike does have a name. We're not telling that to you guys yet. So this episode though is basically going to be us riding this bike, giving you guys first thoughts and impressions on the new 135 crate engine. So I'm gonna ride it, Chris is gonna ride it,
Did you tell him about this already?
and Justin's gonna ride it.
Did you tell him about that already?
I breezed through it just briefly.
Yeah, you just breeze through it. That's nightmare after nightmare after nightmare. I love how it just breezes right through it.
I said,
like,
we're
see my
cranking.
shirt, nightmare fuel? That is my nightmare fuel right there. That thing. I don't want to distract you now because we'll spend all day over there, but you do what you need to do and then we can talk.
Well, we're all
shit
gonna,
about
let's all ride it. Let's all get like
Oh, you
those
wanna
first
all
thoughts.
ride it,
Yeah,
huh?
we're all gonna ride it.
that. Okay.
So if you guys didn't see the last episode where we installed the 135 crate engine, we put it in the dyno just to verify Harley-Davidson's horsepower and torque claims, and we were right on the money. Yeah, gonna throw a helmet on, gonna go sweat. It is just about 90
We're already
degrees.
sweating.
Just about 90 degrees here in Florida with a feels like temperature of like
Let's go
96.
look at the AC real quick. It's below 86 degrees in here right now. It's supposed to be 65. 65 right here. And 86 inside of here.
Yeah, Florida summers are brutal, but we're still out here filming, we're still out here riding, which is exactly why you should hit that subscribe button. We are literally sweating for this content for you guys, and we would really appreciate it if you hit the like button. Lets YouTube know that we're doing a good job, and hit subscribe. I think on average like 40 to 50% of people watching are not subscribed, so be part of that percentage that is subscribed. We appreciate it. Let's cut to the ride portion. I'm gonna go grab my helmet. Fun fact, whenever I come back to trade this off to Chris or Justin, what were you saying, you hadn't ridden one of these?
I haven't. I haven't even rode a new, I mean, let alone a 2024. We'll handle
It's
it.
an in-depth thing.
Mine?
Get to talk about it.
Mine's gonna be like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. All right, now to Chris.
Short King rides Road Glide. Any other info we should include right now? Nah, let's wait for after the ride portion. Yeah, all right. All right, we are outside. Let's get this thing cold start. Always sounds awesome. So, just so you guys know, the engine is pretty much exactly like you would receive it if you've got it straight out of the crate, put it in the bike. We have the high flow headers from Harley-Davidson on here, Screaming Eagle. The only thing we don't have is the titanium slip-ons that are Screaming Eagle. We did have a pair of aftermarket slip-ons though. If you guys go back and watch that video, we put stock exhaust on it, which was more restrictive. We got lower numbers, and then we put the equivalent of titanium slip-ons from Screaming Eagle, and we got those power numbers that they basically claimed. God, this thing is dirty. Get some of that Blockhead cleaning product on here in just a minute. Whew, she sounds good. Our custom timer car. First ride. Let's get her warmed up a bit before we romp on her too hard. Ah, the shifter feels crispy. Yeah, we didn't do anything to the shifter, but it just feels good. Oh, yeah, she moves. I always love that first ride after like doing some performance modification like this, because it's just so different. It's a brand new bike, right? Like, it just feels totally different than the bike you just got off of, you know, that you learned, and you kind of have to relearn it. But this is one of those mods where it's like, no matter where you're at in the power band, you twist wrists and there's just more power. Jesus Christ. Wow. That was a second gear pull. I couldn't imagine first. Damn, it's just gonna wanna put that front wheel up in the air for sure. All right, so I'm gonna make it out towards highway interstate so we can see what it's like there as well. Front tire came up. I'm not even giving it full throttle. Like, I'm maybe doing like half. Definitely have to grow into something like this. It's just insanity. So to me, like, just to give you that background, I talked about Goldzilla. We had like basically like almost like 170 horsepower, 100 like mid 160s, high 160s torque. So that was on E85. What we found about E85 is that it was too inconsistent, basically per fill up. So the octane rating changes, and you can't really use one tunes. And so you have to have essentially like an octane reader or a flex fuel kit. So on pump gas though, with our Blockhead Softail exhaust, we actually ended up hitting, like I said, right about 160 horsepower, 160 torque, I think. It was, yeah, like 160 almost. It's ridiculous on a Softail. And so I had to relearn to ride that motorcycle. Essentially, this one is gonna be the same. But what I do enjoy about a tune from the factory is that it's just gonna be very linear, very consistent, very predictable. Now, that's what we aim for as well whenever we tune bikes. We're not tuning for peak numbers, we're tuning for rideability, but then also added performance. Because whenever you're riding your motorcycle, you're not gonna be living at like 5,000 RPM all the time, you know? You're cruising, you're gonna be like this, you know, if you're going to and from work. You're not always gonna be like on the drag strip. But if you want the power, it's there. You gotta drop a gear or two and crank on it, and you're gone. There's a second gear at about 30 miles an hour. If I pull back, guarantee your front tire wants to come up. Jesus Christ. That's ridiculous. It's almost like I don't expect it to pull as hard as it pulls. It just keeps going. All right, so one thing I am noticing is EITMS starts up pretty quick. Might have to throw a gauge on here to get some temperature readings. I feel like my phone's gonna fly out of my pocket. Oh. I was like, I can lean a little further. Scrape. Ready, set. Damn. Oh, reach the speed limiter like that. Whew, my heart is racing right now. Highway speeds, let's see, we're at like 74 right now. 6th gear, if I just grab a handful of throttle, let's see how she does. Amazing, yeah, plenty of power, even in just 6th gear grabbing throttle, man. If I drop into 5th, we're looking at about 32 to 3,500 RPM. If I drop into 4th, looking at about 4,000 RPM. I think I might be able to do 3rd at that point. Maybe, I'll be topping out for sure though. Make sure my phone's in my pocket. Dude. Oh, that speed limiter is really keeping us down. We're gonna have to do something about that for sure. That's the content that'll be coming up. We'll be showing you guys how to do away with that. This bike is fast as we were talking before we started recording for the video, and Chris was like, you're gonna go out there and you're gonna giggle again? Because the first time I ever rode the 131, I was just laughing the entire time. And I think I apologized for it. I'm like, guys, I'm so sorry. This entire video is just me laughing. If a bike can do that to you, if it can make you giggle, make you laugh like that, it's a sign of a good bike right there. I am a fan. Hell yeah. I cannot believe, I keep saying it, but I can't believe we're gonna make it faster than this. This is just Like, this is the start of it. It's crazy. Woo! Just keeps going. God damn. Oh, it's so good. Awesome. Just awesome. I can't wait to see Chris and Justin's reactions. What a motorcycle, man. I can't wait till we get our Blockhead exhaust on this thing. It's gonna sound so good. I mean, with the slip-ons, the sound's exiting the back, right? The thing I love about the Blockhead exhaust is the sound exits like here, so it gives you a nice idea as the rider. Like, it doesn't have that drone on the highway, so it's not overbearing, but if you want to hear it, you want to get on it, it's there. I know a lot of you guys have asked when the Blockhead exhaust will be available for touring. We're just working on final bracketry. We actually like custom fabricated some bracketry for this bike and for Bert's build as well, the M8 Abrams. But as soon as we get that fabrication down and in manufacturing for that bracket, which it's currently in, it should be available. Here's a cool thing. My legs aren't on fire. Yes, I wore shorts during that ride because it's hot. It's Florida, like I keep saying. And my legs are not burning. They're not toasty as hell. Like this engine, you guys can hear the fans on right now. It's cooling. Like normally, big bore, like I said, more heat. This having liquid cooled heads and it dropping by like 40 degrees. Like it's crazy. Like you can't even feel the heat coming off of it hardly. All right. Who's up next? Justin's turn.
Let's go.
So let's get this camera stuff switched over here.
Woo, that was quick and easy.
Nice.
Let's go.
All right, there she is. Should be an interesting video. Like we said earlier, I don't really ride road glides, and so coming from not riding a road glide and then into straight going into a 135 2024 road glide seems pretty intense, but let's give it a shot. Gotta be able to reach the kickstand. Oh my god, this is definitely a lot different. Having all this motorcycle underneath my legs. All right, I want to give you guys my first impressions, but first things first, I kind of got to get used to this huge fairing right in front of me, GPS, all this digital stuff. Really quick before we even get further, I'm about 5'6", I weigh about 130 pounds, and I'm just on this road glide. All right, not bad for my first time on a road glide. Big shout out to Blockhead for trusting me with his brand new motorcycle, brand new 135 engine. All right, let's give it a little bit of throttle. Woo! Yeah, damn, son. Obviously you guys heard me hit the rev limiter there a couple times, but man, the moment you twist the throttle on this thing, it is just delivering power. This is fun. I've never had a big gigantic fairing in front of me like this before, so I could totally see why this is really good for riding across the country. Even this seat, fairly comfortable. I like this. This is fun. Man, this is definitely not a bad way to start my workday, riding motorcycles. But of course, that's what we do here at Blockhead Moto. I'm sure this is gonna do just fine on the highway, but we're gonna do it anyway. One thing I was nervous about this bike is being short and stopping. I'm not worried about going on the bike. Once you get any bike going, it's like really easy to just ride, but I was more worried about slow speed maneuvers on this big thing and being a smaller dude. Handles well, but again, I don't even know if this is the unique thing. It's like, I've never rode a road glide, I've never rode a 135, so it's kind of like a whole all-around review. So far, being on a road glide is probably the smoothest bike I've ever been on. And then when you're talking about the performance of it, given I've never rode a stock one before now, having all of this power at your fingertips is insane. Let's switch over lanes. Sheesh! Let's go. Look at that. right up to 100, no problem. And I didn't even feel like I was going 100. Very, very smooth on the highway, literally going 80, which I think is probably for most of us a normal cruising speed, and about what, 3.5 RPMs. Doesn't feel like it's struggling. Plenty of power if I wanted to get in and out and switch lanes. This is quite the experience of a motorcycle for me. I know probably a lot of our viewers ride bigger bikes. I definitely don't. A road glide is something I never would think to ride, yet alone own. And this, if I had the money, would sell me in a heartbeat, man. Having a 135 in a road glide, yeah damn. This is insane to me, having like this GPS and all this digital iPad shit in front of you. This is nuts. Plenty of power to get in and out of traffic. The wind's not cutting me. Turning on this thing is so smooth. Oh man, I probably shouldn't have rode this thing. This Road Glide 2024 with this 135 is sick. And I can't even imagine all the things that we're gonna do to it. Like Block was saying, we already have parts coming in for this thing. There's a lot of testing we gotta do. All right, let's get into traffic. Sheesh. Oh my God. I can now understand why these road glides are built for crushing miles and being on the highway. If you're like me and you like to kind of ride a little aggressive and above normal cruising speeds, this is definitely a fun experience riding a 135. Man, if you guys are short riders and are intimidated getting on a big bike, definitely don't be. Don't let it stop you from experiencing how like really smooth and amazing this is for a motorcycle experience. Oh my God. I'm telling you, it's like there's a little power band within like 4 to 6 where like you just feel it start to pull you. And again, that engine braking is so smooth. Love that. If I had a road glide and I had the money, trust me, I would be buying this right away. Woo! I have no choice but every time to pull the throttle, just be like, woo! Goodness gracious. Man, first impressions for me, ever riding a Road Glide 2024 with the 135. Never rode a stock one before. Incredible feeling. Very capable of around town. That's a given. Plenty of power if you're on the highway and you need to downshift and weave in and out of traffic. And even if you don't downshift, even if you were just cruising in 6th gear, there is still plenty of power at the twist of a throttle. So you have no problem in any capacity. Oh, come on, dude. Always parking in front of the shop. Dang, you can see my reflection. I look dope on a Road Glide. Let's go. All right, let's turn this thing off. Dropping a Road Glide on its kickstand when you're short is probably the most scary. You're like, am I going to drop it? Is it holding it? Oh my God. That was sick. Highly recommend. All right, back into the shop to join the guys. I gotta get a Road Glide now, dude.
So it's funny, Chris said, what do you think he's gonna say when he gets back? I said, he's gonna say he wants one?
Yeah.
And oh shit.
Dude, if I had the money, dude, I would definitely get a Road Glide and I would definitely want to get the motor.
This motherfucker right here has been saying for years, I can't get on that.
It's scary.
I can't do that. I can't.
But I persevered through it.
I can't. Now he's out here riding it and he's like, don't let it stop you.
Don't let it stop you.
My guy.
Let's go.
Chris dropping the dad lessons over here.
For real.
All right, bro. You're up.
All right, I get to talk to you guys. I'm holding this camera. We're gonna walk over to this motorcycle. I'm gonna ride it. Apparently, this is what I get to look at, as you guys know. So now I get to figure out where I'm gonna mount you guys. I think I should try to clip you right there. I wonder if you guys will stay there. This would be real trippy if you did.
All right, so everybody's had the turn on the 135. I told Amanda that she should come try it too, but she's running around. We're actually leaving on a trip tomorrow, Sturgis. Overall thoughts, 135.
You know, I think it's fun. So I did a couple bump wheelies. The third one I got climbing pretty good, but the problem is it started to fall off. So I let off and then it slammed forward. But you get a good feel. This engine is fun right out of the box. The chassis handles the power real well. It doesn't feel super loose. It feels pretty tight still. Like I said, it wheelies pretty easily, which means one of two things. Either your suspension is completely gone and you're just bottoming out that fast, or your suspension is good enough to withstand that pressure and then lift, which that's what's happening. So that's good. It's good on them for much better stock suspension. Even on the come down, suspension wise, really good job. Handlebars are pretty comfy. Everybody says that. This is my first opportunity to actually be out on the street with it. I got nothing bad to say about it.
I never had the experience of comparing it to the stock motor, but regardless, it was also my first time on a 24 Road Glide or Road Glide in general, but I thought it was sick. I never experienced the beach handlebars, so I guess this is something I'm more used to at this angle with the handlebars. Thought the brakes were nice, the motor's plenty powerful, and I don't know, I thought it was sick as
Yeah, there's everybody's feedback on it. Everybody's loving it. Like Chris was saying, the suspension feels real nice. The amount of power in this engine straight from the crate, awesome. And just to lightly touch, I did say that we were going to talk a little bit about plans, directions that we have for this bike. So in the back here, we actually just got this piece of kit in from Kruesi Performance Clutches, Apex clutch and basket kit. So this thing should handle some decent power and not have like a super difficult like clutch pull. So that is one of those things that you experience whenever you are throwing more engine on a bike. You want the clutch to be able to grab to transfer that power. We experienced it with Goldzilla. Whenever we put the 131 in it, we had to upgrade the clutch because it was slipping, which shows up on a dyno as just like a terrible squiggly line. No squiggly line on this one. They did upgrade the clutch springs from the factory to be able to handle this, which is good. So if you drop in the crate, you don't have to worry about that. It's good to go. But we're gonna be throwing more power at it. So that's where the Kruesi clutch comes in. We want to keep that power from slipping, and we've got a whole like clutch basket here. We've got some upgraded springs as well. We do have a whole shelf of parts over here as well. Each part that we install on this bike, we're going to do kind of a formulaic, like how we did with the 131 with Goldzilla. We're going to show you guys installing each one, why we decided to purchase it, and then if it's a performance part, you know, the before and after on the dyno. A couple boxes here from Reinhardt Racing. So JMP Cycles is actually on board as a sponsor for this build. Cannot thank JMP Cycles enough. They're really helping us out a lot. Ooh, I don't know how much I can show you here without just giving a ton away. I'm gonna move this part real quick, keep it off camera. We do have a couple of parts from Harley-Davidson as well, so we're gonna be getting a bunch of this stuff onto the bike. We've got a box of goodies here as well. We've got some Heartluck grips. That's pretty funny because I actually hung out with Carrie Hart recently. We've got a Brembo reservoir, a Mueller power clutch. Heard mixed reviews on. Some of them say that they do have a little bit of an issue, so we'll see. We also have a Brembo lever here. There you go. It's going to give us some good stopping power. We do have some brakes also on the way, so good amount of stuff that we're going to be making videos. We got some of my favorites here, some Avon Cobras, which we actually had on Goldzilla for a little bit, and I've got here, they're going back on Goldzilla because they're nice and sticky. But there you go. That's the start of the 135 Road Glide 2024 build-off bike. We get to essentially start doing what we want, right? So we don't have to keep it stock anymore?
Not from what I was told. Corporate said, do what you do.
So we gonna do what we do.
That's an invitation to me.
Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you've enjoyed some of the sneak peeks. If you guys have any questions on this, post them down in the comments below. Let us know. We'll answer to the best of our knowledge based on our experience with it. But looking forward to bringing you guys lots more content on this thing. If you guys enjoyed the episode, hit the like button. Lets YouTube know that we're doing a good job. Also helps to recommend it to others that might be interested in this content as well. Till next time.
Ride safe, stay vigilant. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Whoa. That was not exciting. I'm over here wiring.
Oh, well, then, all right, let's just do this again. Go ahead, let's make it exciting.
Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Till next time.
Like, comment, subscribe. Leave a comment, do the Go visit our website. Buy a shirt, buy a hat. They're pretty fly. My coffee mug, buy some.
Shameless plugs.
Dude,
Getting exhaust, you know, blockheadgarage.com,
Hey,
book
see?
service.
now there's some energy.
No, we're good. Bye, please,
Yeah. Peace.